It had been months since we'd made love. I felt so unwanted, so deprived of affection and touch. I wondered what's wrong with me, that my man doesn't want me. I felt ugly, fat, broken, resentful and angry, but mostly the rejection was excruciating. I lay there beside him in the bed. My heart was racing. Should I reach out or should I just leave it? It felt like the hardest thing I'd ever have to do, to reach out to my sleeping husband beside me in the bed for the connection I so craved. I took a breath and I went for it. I rolled over and snuggled lovingly up against him. Nothing. I ran my hands over his muscular back and all down his body. Nothing. I could feel him stiffen a little and pull away. The rejection was unbearable. Tears streamed down my face and soaked the sheets. I wanted to be very quiet because the shame of him knowing I was crying would be 1,000,000 times worse. This was the epitome of our relationship, me pushing and him rejecting. I told you 1,000 times, I need to hear you say I love you. What don't you get about that? You don't meet my needs. To which he would reply, you don't meet my needs either. This is how I showed up in the relationship, demanding my needs be met by him. I thought it was perfectly normal. I mean, how else would he know what my needs were? Why wasn't he more grateful? Why didn't he see how much I did for him? Many weeks, I worked for 60+ hours, bringing home a fat paycheck. And we were even going to counseling. Why was he still pulling away so often when he knew I needed to feel more loved? I told him my needs so many times. Oh, he knew all about my needs. It was this very pushiness that was putting him off. He was married to a bitchy man-woman. I did everything, which was the problem. I made all the decisions and was resentful when he didn't make any. This was the exact thing that was in the way of our relationship flourishing. He felt I didn't trust him, and I took his manlyhood away by taking over. I emasculated him. It inevitably ended. I can't be married to you anymore, he said. I don't know what's happening, he said, as he ran into the arms of the woman at his work. Classic, I thought. Have an affair with a secretary. But when my harshness and righteousness wore off, I came to understand that I had a part to play in the breakup of our marriage. In the end, I came to truly understand why our marriage broke up and own my part. I basically showed up as the man the entire time. I thought I had to. I was in survival mode for my family and my children and myself. But I didn't know there was a different way, a softer way to show up in my relationship that would invite him to step into the very things I blamed him for not doing and not being. The power of my belief in being right and being a victim kept me in an endless cycle of unfulfilling relationships and ending up alone. My transformation came when I fully understood that I had a part to play in the failure of my marriage. And in that, I had the power to change. Today, I embody my worth in everything I do by being the person that attracts the love and abundance I deserve. What you believe to be true is true. If you see yourself in my story, then just know you also have the power to change your belief. to believe you are worthy and to attract what you deserve. Thank you.